new episode of The Most Creative Person Alive. This is the series where I try a bunch of different creative hobbies in the hopes of becoming the most creative person alive. Today's hobby is going to be thrift flipping, or thrift flipping? Thrift flips. So basically what I am doing is, a while ago, actually when I was filming the rug tufting video, I went early down to Salt Lake with my friend Dylan and we went thrifting. And I picked up 2 pieces of clothing and I got this pink button up. You can't really tell, it looks white, but it's actually pink and it has little dots on it because I'm going to turn it into a top that I almost bought from Abercrombie, which was this top, and I'm going to cut out the back panel and put little ties in it and make it like a cute little beachy cover up. Secondly, well, I only picked up 2 items. So lastly, I got this white top from the thrift store. It was originally from Zara. It was in their like early 2000s collection, so it's a very early 2000s top. It is quite sheer, so I'm gonna have to figure that out. But I have been dying to do the hungry caterpillar out of buttons on something, and I thought this would be the most perfect top to do it on because it's just simple, something cute that would go on the top. This is the inspo pick that I am gonna go with for that. And with that said, let's get down to the top. Let's go to the top down so you can see the process of me flipping these items. Okay, let's jump right into it. So I am starting off with the button up. You really can't tell in these videos, but it is pink, or like pink with white dots. But here I am just marking out where I am going to cut the back panel out. And I just started cutting. I cut really haphazardly. I also didn't feel like getting out my measuring tape and actually measuring it, so it might not be fully even, and I don't really care. Oops. Now let's admire my beautiful donut cushion. Give it a compliment. Okay, none of that anymore. I am using that beautiful donut as a pin cushion, well, it is a pin cushion, to pin the outing of the clothing, not the outing, but basically I'm making a hem and just going around with my pins and figuring out where I want the hem to be because I don't want this to fray. I have another polo t-shirt, that, not t-shirt, but like button up, that I cut in like a mini thrift flip, I guess. Hey, I said it right that time. But that is all frayed now and I wanted to do this, but I'm going to be completely honest with you. I'm not sewing a thing. I have to sew for the other t-shirt, so this shirt is not going to get sewn. It is going to be hot glue hemmed, which, sewing gods, you can come at me, but this shirt is not going to get worn 24/7, so yeah. Now I am going to take ribbon that I found in our ribbon hoard, and I'm going to measure it and just get it even-ish. Before I cut it, I'm just measuring out halfway, then cutting it, then folding the ribbon over, and cutting it again so I get 4 roughly identical pieces of ribbon. Once the ribbon is all cut, I am bringing in the hot glue hemmed shirt. Here you can see it is durable enough. It is gonna last as a beach cover up or whatever I use it for. But now I am just figuring out where I am putting the ribbon, so I am pinning it on one end. See, here I go, pinning it. Wow, magical, the use of pins. And then I once again should have brought out my measuring tape, but I'm not going to do that. So I just stretched out the shirt until it was roughly even and then pulled the ribbon across and figured out, okay, the opposite ribbon should be pinned here. And then took the ribbon and pinned it there. Now, I was going to sew the ribbons on because these ones I wanted to be durable because these are going to be tied, they're going to be pulled, so these ones had to be durable. But then I couldn't find my thread and I was too lazy to go look for it. So it got the hot glue treatment. But here I am again figuring out where I am going to put the other one, well, other set of ribbons, and I've pinned those down. And now I'm going to hot glue them and you will see the final results in the final reveal. Ooh, little tease. You're going to have to wait till the end of the video to see what's going to happen. Ooh, so exciting. Okay, with that said, let's go on to the t-shirt. Right, here we are with the white Zara t-shirt. And like I said, my inspiration for this is the Very Hungry Caterpillar. I think I said the Hungry Caterpillar, but I'm confusing that with hippos. Anyway, I just started plotting out my buttons in a caterpillar-esque shape, I guess. My only gripe is I wish the caterpillar head button was a bit bigger, but it is what it is. So then I took a pencil and just traced around the outside of the buttons so I could get the general placement of when I was sewing them, but you'll find out in a few seconds why this step was actually completely useless and more of a pain than good. So you'll see that when I am done sketching around these buttons, which was honestly kind of difficult. I don't know why I'm using a mechanical pencil. The normal pencil would have been easier, but I brushed it away and had my pencil marks. Now it was time to bring in the black thread and do the part of sewing. But will I get the needle through the thread? Ooh. I did. Success. Sorry if that was cringy. So I just started sewing on the button, just where I thought it would go, trying to follow my pencil mark as much as possible while also getting the button orientated how I want it to. But then, as you may be able to tell, it is nowhere near my mark. So that's fun. I tried to grab a rubber and erase my pencil marks, but that didn't work. So once the buttons were fully sewn on, I just washed the t-shirt, hand washed it to get as much of the pencil marks off as possible for the final reveal. Now it is time to sew on all the other buttons. I'm just showing you a clip of me sewing on one button because it took a really long time. This video that you're seeing right now, this is 8 times faster, and it is still taking me an incredibly long time. So I'm just going to show you me sewing on one button, because otherwise it would be a 30-minute video. But all the buttons are now sewn on, and now I am going on and sewing on the little legs of the caterpillar. I'm doing 2 at the back, 4 at the front, and then I am also going to sew on the caterpillar's, I almost said antlers, I meant antenna. Sorry, I have moose on the brain because I saw one the other day. But I'm just going on sewing the legs. This fabric was quite stretchy, so it was a bit difficult because I would sew a leg, and then I would go to pull it taut, and it would just kind of like scrunch up and get like half the size, so I had to make the legs much longer than I thought. But in the end, I got 2 little legs done, and now it is time for me to sew on the rest, and you will see the final product in the reveal. Hello, it is the day of the final reveal. Just as a reminder, here is what they looked like before. So here is what the white t-shirt looked like before. And here is the after. I think it turned out so cute, even though it didn't match my pencil marks. I still think it turned out absolutely adorable. I'm definitely going to wear it in the future, and it came out exactly as I wanted, so I'm really happy with that. Now on to the cover up. Here is the before, just plain cover up, and here is the after. I think it came out so cute. I do wish I had more ribbon so I could tie it into the front. Well, not tie the use of the ribbon into the front, not tie the ribbons in the front, but I think that would have absolutely sold it. But otherwise, I think it turned out really cute. So that is all for and I know I said I was going to wear this as a cover up, but I didn't feel like grabbing down my bathing suits because they're all up in my cupboard, so I just thought I would wear it just with no cover up because I'm feeling a little scandalocious today. Oh, I am also fully just wearing sweatpants with it because I'm at home editing this very video and I didn't want to have to put on real pants. I wanted comfy pants, so when I style these, obviously they'll look a bit better because I'll be wearing proper pants and shoes. Don't look at my feet. Anyway, that's all for this video. I really hope you enjoyed. I had so much fun thrift flipping. Gosh, I can't say that word. I had so much fun making over these items. They weren't intense or serious makeovers. They took me like an hour, maybe an hour and a half to do both. So I thought this was so much fun. I love the idea of taking clothes and turning them into something else. I'm notoriously known for cutting the necks off my t-shirts, and this is like doing another fun thing like that, but to the extreme. So I am definitely going to do this again in the future, and I loved this creative outlet. With that said, that is the end of this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you liked this video, you could let me know by hitting that little thumbs up button, because that'll let me know you liked the video. And if you want to stick around and see what other creative hobbies I will tackle, you could always subscribe and hit the little notification bell, because that lets you know when I upload a new video. I don't know if it works when I upload new shorts, but I've been working on posting more shorts, just moving my content over from TikTok to YouTube, because they seem to actually do better on YouTube than on TikTok. Thank you, YouTube. But with that said, how many times have I said, but with that said? But with that said, make sure to let me know in the comments down below if you liked how these pieces turned out, how you would have thrift flipped these pieces. I swear I can never say that word. And if you have any other creative hobbies you think I should try, let me know in the comments down below, and I will see you in another video. Bye for now.